I always saw networking not really for introverts. So how can introverts start leveraging their network today?
I think my encouragement to introverts is always that there's nothing wrong with you. There's a lot more introverts out there than we realize. And there's also different levels of being an extrovert and an introvert. And then you get someone that's in between, an ambivert, someone that can show characteristics of being an extrovert, but they can also quietly recharge their batteries as an introvert. So my encouragement to the quiet people out there, and I am a recovering awkward person, as some people call it, is there's nothing wrong with you. It's okay to be the quiet one. It's okay to go about your business quietly. You don't have to be large and in charge. You don't have to be loud and proud. You can build a very successful business career as a quiet person. Introverts are blessed with some characteristics that make them actually sometimes better networkers than extroverts. Remember, when extroverts walk into the room, they can dominate a conversation. They can almost bamboozle or bulldoze other people talking at an event. But the power of an introvert is that they listen a lot better. So introverts have this power of listening to others and hearing conversations and picking up on things and saying, hey, I heard this or I heard that. That's what makes them valuable, because sometimes you'll come alongside someone at a networking event and they're going through a tough time, or they're going through a dip in their business, and they're actually just looking for someone to talk to. An extrovert's the wrong person to talk to, because they're just going to talk about themselves. But an introvert will listen to you. They'll encourage you, and they might even be able to help you connect with someone that could help them out of their slump or just point them in the right direction. So the best thing to do as an introvert is to realize that you don't have to talk to everybody at an event. I always encourage people to follow the rule of one. So have one story to share. So something positive that's happened in the last week. And it might be very trivial. It might just be my new website's up, or I made my first podcast appearance, or we just had a successful product launch. And then have one connection at an event. You don't have to talk to 20 people. If you have one good conversation at an event and it was mutually beneficial, that is successful. You don't have to talk to 20 people. An extrovert might be bouncing around the room, but an introvert, if they have one good conversation or even two, that is successful. And then have one thing to share. So have one thing that you can invite someone to or share with someone. It might be a book recommendation, it might be a new podcast recommendation, or it might be a good product that you've come across or a service that you're currently using in your business. If you can share that with one person, then you've added value to them. So you don't have to be overwhelmed if there's 100 people in a networking event. You can just focus on having these small moments, listening a lot, but looking out for these one or two conversations, and that's going to be a successful event. Because we know that introverts, you're going to get tired very quickly if you try and put too much pressure on yourself or talk to too many people. So focus on the 3 ones. Have one thing to share about yourself, have one good conversation, and have one positive thing to share with other people that you find useful.